flower that he was wearing behind his ear to it. As a result of this, for 91 kalpas, he never fell into the bad destinies, he enjoyed happiness among gods and men, and in his last lifetime, he had, on his ear, a sumna flower, the perfume of which filled the whole house. This is why he was called Karnasumana. Later, disenchanted with the world, he went forth from home and obtained the bodhi of the arhats. With the example of these Jatakas and Nidanas, the bodhisattva who gives only a small amount obtains a great reward. Therefore, according to his means, he gives a lot or a little. 6. Moreover, the bodhisattva is not compelled always to give only a small gift. According to his fortune, he gives a lot when he has a lot, and he gives a little when he has but little. 7. Finally, it is in order to praise virtues and the greatness of the prajnaparamita that the Buddha said that a small gift gives a big reward and that its qualities are immense. 2. Efficacy of the application of merit. Question. But the arhats, Bakula, etc. They too, by giving only small gifts, obtained a great reward. Why then introduce the prajnaparamita here? Answer. Bakula and others indeed obtained a fruit of retribution, but it was limited to a certain number of kalpas and, having found the lesser bodhi, they entered into nirvana. By contrast, the bodhisattva, by skillful application of merit as a result of prajnaparamita, by giving only a little, wins immense, infinite, incalculable merit. Question. What is this skillful application by means of which, by giving only a little, he wins an immense infinite qualification? Answer. 1. Although it is a matter of small gifts, all are applied to supreme perfect enlightenment. The bodhisattva thinks as follows. As for myself, by means of this merit, I have no ambition for royalty among gods or men or for happiness in this world. I seek only supreme complete enlightenment. And since this supreme complete enlightenment is immense and infinite, my merit also will be immense and infinite. Furthermore, by means of this merit, I wish to save all beings and, as beings are immense and infinite in number, my merit also will be immense and infinite. Finally, this merit utilizes great loving kindness and great compassion and, as this great loving kindness and great compassion are immense and infinite, my merit too will be immense and infinite. 2. Moreover, since it is associated with the true nature of dharmas, the merit of the bodhisattva is triply pure because the beneficiary, the donor, and the thing given do not exist. Thus, at the beginning of the present Prajnaparamita the Buddha said to Sariputra, when the bodhisattva gives without distinguishing donor or beneficiary or thing given, he fulfills the prajnaparamita fully. The bodhisattva gains immense and infinite merit by implementing the knowledge of the true nature of dharmas and the gift. 3. Finally, the bodhisattva thinks that the merits he possesses have as their nature suchness, the fundamental element, the limit of the truth. And since suchness, the fundamental element and the limit of the truth are immense and infinite, his merits also are immense and infinite. Question. The bodhisattva mahasattva who considers the true nature of dharmas knows that suchness, the fundamental element, the limit of the truth are in their nature unconditioned and cessation. How can he still have a mind and create merit? Answer. The bodhisattva has, for a long time, practiced the mind of great compassion. At the very moment when this mind of great compassion arises, he says to himself, beings do not know this true nature of dharmas and I must help them find it. By the power of the perfection of exertion, he returns to practicing the causes and conditions of meritorious action and, by means of this perfection of exertion, he maintains the mind of great compassion. Thus when a fire on the point of being extinguished encounters the support of wind and fuel, it is revived. Moreover, the bodhisattva recalls his previous vows and, as well, the Buddhas of the 10 directions come and say to him, remember the moment when you first produced the mind of Bodhi. You had at that time received only a single talk on the Dharma, but there are still innumerable sermons of the same kind that you have not yet heard. Therefore go back and accumulate the qualities. On this account, see what is said in the Tsian Peking on the 7th Bumi. 3. Minor practice of the other perfections. Question. That generosity has degrees is correct. That morality, of which the fivefold discipline, the discipline of 1 day and 1 night and the tenfold discipline make up a part, also is composed of degrees is evident. These are material things where it is possible to establish differences. But as for the other perfections, patience, exertion, meditation, and wisdom, how can degrees be distinguished there? Answer. We may know that all involve degrees. A. Minor practice of patience. Thus, patience is of 2 types. 1. Physical patience. 2. Mental patience. Even though the body and the voice remain motionless, physical patience cannot prevent the mind from becoming agitated, for it is a minor patience, incapable of controlling the mind. In mental patience, on the other hand, body and mind both remain patient like a piece of wood. Furthermore, an individual who has minor patience does not react if someone strikes him or insults him. An individual who has major patience makes no distinction between the insulter, the one who is being insulted, and the thing to endure. Finally, patience with regard to beings is minor patience. Patience with regard to things is major patience. These are the distinctions to be made concerning patience. B. Minor practice of exertion. Exertion is of 2 types. 1. Physical exertion and 2. Mental exertion. Physical exertion is minor. Mental exertion is major. External exertion is minor. Internal is major. Exertion of the body and voice is minor. Exertion of the mind is major. Thus the Buddha said that mental action is very strong, and this is how the angry great Arsus were able to destroy entire kingdoms by a mental act. Furthermore, it is by means of the body and the voice that the 5 sins of immediate retribution, involving a very serious fruit of retribution, viz. Remaining in Avasai hell for a kalpa. Mental action is even more powerful, for by it one succeeds in being reborn in the sphere of neither conception nor non-conception with a lifespan of 84 great kalpas, or also in remaining in the fields of the 10 directions with an unlimited lifespan. This is why we know that physical and vocal exertion are minor, whereas mental exertion is major. Finally, a sutra says, destruction of physical, vocal, and mental actions, the unmovable is the major exertion, whereas the movable is the minor exertion. This is what is called minor exertion. C. Practice of minor trance. The concentrations of the desire realm and those of the anantarya, preliminary absorption of the first dhyana, not being liberated from desire, are described as minor. Compared with the second dhyana, the first dhyana is minor, and so on up to the absorption of cessation. The impure dhyanas are lesser, whereas the pure dhyanas are greater. While the bodhisattva has not become irreversible and has not obtained the acquiescence that dharmas do not arise, his dhyanas are minor.